Hello everyone and welcome to episode 19 of Westwood. In today's episode we are going to rebuild the highway bridge over the river and we are going to transform it into a tunnel so sailboats can travel over the river. Right here I am bringing down the highway so we can make our first tunnel entrance. And maybe it's funny to mention, but the day after I recorded this episode, the drawbridge mod by Buffermer got released. That would be a way easier solution for this problem with the river, but I think it's also nice that we have a tunnel because I don't build tunnels, so it was a kind of a learning experience and fun to do actually. I never expected it to be that fun to build a tunnel. I also think it's better for the traffic flow to have a tunnel instead of a drawbridge. I wouldn't say it's unrealistic to have a drawbridge because there's enough highways that have drawbridges over rivers simply because it's cheaper. But I think for a busy highway at least, it's better to have a tunnel so the traffic won't completely stop when there is a boat. And as this is one of our main highways in the city, I think it's the best option to have a tunnel instead of a drawbridge. You see me placing a retaining wall with grass over here, and I use them a lot in this video to make the brought down highway look a bit more realistic. And it also makes sense to not have a straight up hill where there is houses next to it, because some highways have just a steep hill. But I decided to go for a completely vertical wall because there isn't much space over here, so we need to do everything as compact as possible. So it's time to build the actual tunnel entrance now. For the entrance I am using the tunnel entrance assets made by RunnyX, and they give the tunnel a much more realistic looking entrance. While I'm finishing detailing the tunnel entrance, I want to share my thoughts about what I wanted to build originally next to the tunnel entrance and what I'm gonna build now. Because the original idea was to make something like a bridge or tunnel or whatever, and then build a small marina, a Riverside marina, on the place where we are going to start building right now. But I figured that a marina next to a sunken highway, maybe not the best idea. Yeah, it's just unrealistic to have that, so I decided to make a little riverside beach stuff where people can just relax just outside of the town center, so it's not that far away from the rest of the world, but it is kind of isolated because of the highway and the river. And you probably won't hear the highway that much on this beach because it's sunken and there's a lot of trees to prevent the noise. Of course, it will never be completely quiet, but it's not the most loud place that we've ever seen. So we are continuing with the second entrance of the tunnel. And this is gonna be an interesting one because I want to make it sunken for a bit because of the noise and because it looks nicer to have a tunnel entrance from a sunken highway. And the second thing is because there is an interchange right next to it, so yeah, there's a lot of height difference and all of the roads everywhere. I am again using the tunnel entrance assets to hide the vanilla tunnel entrances because I just don't like them a lot. And to completely hide them, I placed down some retaining walls to cover the walls of these tunnel entrances because I'm not really a fan of them. I also did the same on the other tunnel entrance, but I ended up cutting it out because there was a lot of repetitive stuff and I just wanted to make a nice video and not boring placing walls, and there's enough placement of walls in this video already. Now it's time to connect the roads and smoothen them out and stuff and do some layout controller plus intersection marking to work. So I'll see you guys in a minute. So here I am placing a lot of walls around the sunken highway and just the whole interchange. And this is to mainly reduce noise because there's gonna be a whole town and other stuff that you'll see in future videos around it. So it's important that there is a good wall around it. But the problem is that the terrain isn't connecting to these walls. So I had to place a lot of ploppable grass to even it out and make it look good. And that literally took me, I think, half an hour to 40 minutes to just place the grass. So I just cut a lot of it out. So this video won't have a nature detailing time-lapse part just because the next video is mainly going to be around nature. So we're going to detail the interchange later. I don't know if it will be in the next episode or after, because in the next episode and the one after we'll be mainly focusing on another thing that I'm not gonna say what it is yet. Anyway, this is it for this video as we are connecting the tunnel as the last thing for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and turn notifications on. So I'll see you next time and enjoy the cinematics.